Hi Virgos, welcome to your November 2018 monthly readings. So hopefully these are going to be shorter than last month's because I am on a time restriction. I'm going to be using this deck. I used it last month. I like the colors in it and just the energy I get off of it. So Virgos, what do I feel for you? I feel like home seems to be an issue for you. Because I'm seeing a wall, and like a kid's picture of a house. So there seems to be some sort of issue. The way I interpret that is with your home. Okay, so that's like there's barriers up at home, or there's like the silent treatment happening at home. There's something going on at home. Okay, I'm not sure why, but that's the feeling that I'm getting. Okay. I also feel like for you guys that they're I don't know, like I feel like there's something that's going to be shocking that may happen, and it could be in any area. You're talking like love, money, a death that can occur, maybe not towards you, but somebody that you know, something unexpected may happen. It would be shocking, though, is what I'm getting. Okay, and it could be like an unexpected bill or something you forgot to pay, something, okay? Or it could be like a sudden breakup with a couple that you didn't expect, okay? Or like, I don't know what it is, but I do feel like there's something shocking that may occur, and I do feel like it's in a water month, so I don't know if that's referring to Scorpio season or perhaps maybe what's the next water sign? Pisces season, okay? And then when it comes to yourself, I feel like there's something that you're dwelling on emotional-wise that you're sad about something, Virgo. I'm not sure what it is, like a loss of some sort of someone. Maybe that's what's shocking. Maybe you lost someone and that's shocking to you, or I feel like it's like maybe perhaps in yourself you've lost hope of things going the way that you wanted them to go. I don't know why, but I feel like this loss in the self. So it's not to be discouraged. Okay, so if I don't have, there's one deck that I do have that in that deck, it's the only deck I have that when an actual death occurs, it can be predicted in that deck. It's just that one deck I have, though. I don't know why. I don't know if you're going to experience that. I don't have that deck on me. I kind of wish I would have brought it. For some of you guys, it's just shocking. Okay, but if you or perhaps in the past that there's somebody maybe you're missing that has like I only get a timbit, but there's somebody that you're missing perhaps that's passed away. It could have been a year ago, 2 years ago. Maybe it's an anniversary coming up of that person and you're feeling loss of them. It could be a grandparent, a parent, somebody like that. I'm seeing gold, gold necklace. So, but I don't know what that means, but this person's here to guide you, though. That like they'll be. It's not to be sad. Things happen for a reason. Okay, like I had a friend that passed away. You know, and when that happens, I've dealt with death quite a bit in my life. But when a person passes away, especially at a young age, okay, you wonder like what could have been done, what could have been prevented, especially if you spoke to them prior to them passing away. You know, like, why didn't you see the signs, or if they needed help, you know, because if it's somebody that suffers from addiction, you know, you'll feel guilt for that. There's some sense here that you need to understand that these things happen. I know when it occurred for me, I did feel, you go through grief, right? So there's many phases in grief, but there ended up being this little bird that ended up at the front, at my back door of my apartment building. And I don't know what happened to it, but it couldn't fly. And it was right by the door. I was quite upset that nobody tried to do anything. And it's not the first bird I found. I've found many birds and tried to, you know, at least nurture them so they could fly, right? But this bird, this was just shortly after the death of a friend. So I took the bird, I put it in a box, okay, and I put the box on my balcony, okay, and so that way, if it could fly, maybe it was just in shock, I don't know, from hitting a door or something, like flying into it. So that's why I kept it on the balcony in an open box. But I'm getting choked up here. I don't know why. But the bird ended up passing away the next day. It didn't make it, okay, and I was quite upset about that because I was like, oh God, my friend passed away. Then I tried to like help this little bird, and the bird passed away, okay. But at the same time, later on, I sat there and I thought about it, that, like, you know, it's a symbol from the universe that even if you did everything you could to help this person, and there's nothing more that you could have done. So if it was like a relative, like, you took care of them in the best way, in the best manner you could, but there's nothing that could be done. Sometimes it's just their time, and you should understand that they're on the other side taking care of you now, like looking after you, okay? Because I feel like somebody's quite sad about some sort of loss, or I do feel something shocking. So I don't know what that means. Hopefully that, you know, for everybody else, I apologize, but I do go by my energies and what I feel. So just get that message out there for that one person. You have the Queen of Pentacles. This is great, you guys. You're in your energy. If you're a female, I feel like that there's a fire sign male around you. Might not be fire, could be a Scorpio, a Capricorn, or a Libra. They do come across as fire signs. They're quite passion-oriented, desire-oriented. But I do feel fire. You can get an offer. Or maybe a business arrangement, a partnership of some sort with this person. You have sorrow. Okay, the Nine of Swords. Okay, with that, that's like too much information coming at you at once. Okay, it's like worrying yourself to death too. I'm just gonna have a sip of coffee, you guys. Okay, creating your own fears. But I do believe somebody has suffered some sort of loss. Okay, or this loss could be in a. I feel it's emotional though. Okay, so like. For me, I would associate that with a family member or somebody, okay? I don't feel like it's a breakup. I keep seeing gold, a gold necklace. I don't know why. Some of you could be extremely stressed about money. Okay, like your money could take a hit, so you really want to ensure that you're being smart about your finances. Okay, but what I'm getting with the the Nine of Swords, I almost said Five of Cups, you guys. Okay, so I feel like you have a lot of outside noises interfering in your interpersonal relationships. So this can mean like you're listening to a lot of nonsense that's not healthy for you or your relationship. Okay, so you want to ensure, this is talking about projections. Okay, you want to ensure you're getting facts and not assumptions. Okay, because when you assume things, that just means that you're making an ass out of you and them. Okay, you and me. That's what it means. Assume. Okay. So you want to get clarity, okay? Because you could be having people on the outside interfering with you, maybe even in personal relationships, okay? If this was your wife, okay? Well, because I got a fire sign male, it would mean that your wife needs more, if you're a male, your wife needs more passions and desires. My concern is with this, the sorrow. This is like too much information coming at you at once from outside sources that are influencing you. And with the Five of Cups, I was getting, because I said the Five of Cups, right? So, and I was getting sorrow. It could cause you could be listening to stuff that could cause you to get a separation or just influence this says flowering on it. So it can influence a nurtured relationship into a bad direction. Okay, so I have to pull the other cards to see, but what I'm getting is like your partner just needs more love and support and romance and one-on-one time. Okay, if somebody's claiming that they're cheating and that's the information you're taking in, you may very well create this shocking circumstance on your own from outside sources, creating this negativity for you. So you want to ensure that you're intaking things that are going to nurture your soil, okay? Help your plant grow, okay? Because if you take away the sunlight, then it's just going to die, all right? So you may have people around you trying to keep you in darkness. Okay, there we go. That one flew out. Swiftness, the Eight of Wands. Okay, this is it's fitting because it's Jupiter in Sag and or not Jupiter in Sag. It's Mercury in Sag. Okay, and it's Mercury in Sag retrograde happening right now. But with Mercury in Sag, it's a lot of information and a lot of things coming at you at once. Okay, but it's very truthful. It's blunt. It's open and it's honest. You know, it can say what it believes, but its beliefs can change due to knowledge and information it gains in learns. So the opinion can change over time. So keep that in mind, right? Because it's a higher learning philosophy, Sagittarius. Okay, it does deal with karmic justice, not legal justice, but karmic justice. Okay. It's about positive optimism. It's energy of where there's a problem. It's like when there's a will, there's a way. Okay. So if you are in a relationship and it is there is love there, then there's the will there. So there's a way to fix it. Okay. But if you're listening to all this negativity, okay, it's going to create a tower moment is what it's going to do. Okay. Relationships are work, whether this is with your mother. Jupiter does represent the husband, I believe. It's also Zeus, which is like the father of the gods. So it could be your father even, you know, like. But here's the thing. This is, like I said, this is a sign where if it's wrong, it'll admit it's wrong because it's willing to learn, right? It's honest, blunt, and truthful. It's willing to learn. Okay, so if you're wrong, you're wrong. You need to admit to that, not hold on. If you're too stubborn to, like, it's hard for me to get the words to say, you guys, because well, honestly, I have this energy, so I don't want to be too blunt. All right, but it is a positive, optimistic energy. Okay, it can be wrong. All right, but like I said, this energy is willing to learn because it deals with knowledge, okay, and higher learning. So it's continuously growing and learning and advancing. Okay, so it realizes when it reads one story that there's another interpretation of that story, and it has to read that story in order to come to a conclusion, a proper conclusion, because there's an ounce of truth into everything. What that truth is completely different. It's whatever the storyteller wants you to believe. Okay? So if somebody's miserable, well, then they're going to keep you miserable. Okay? But if somebody is growing and learning, okay, they're going to be sending you messages of love and support. Okay? But this is messages of love and support. It's also known as Cupid's arrows. Okay? But it's knowledge, higher learning. You may need that. Okay, so that means if you're having relationship issues, then you might want to go see a counselor to learn how to heal those issues. They would be due to communication, though. Okay. You have the Ace of Pentacles, and you have the Lovers. It's talking about a choice. Also, it's Gemini related. Okay. I feel like if you're having a blockage, I feel like in the future, you're going to be, okay, this is a blockage that you're aware of, something emotionally you haven't faced, or something shocking that you haven't come to the realizations, or if it's you're stubborn and you're refusing to learn or grow or accept something, whether that's you have fault in a situation. Everybody has fault in situations. It takes two to tango. All right, we all make mistakes. There's something here. If you refuse to accept it, learn it, put your ego aside, your pride aside, in the future, you're going to have to relive this out. Like, I'm seeing, like, your future is going to be your past again. So there's an importance here that you come to the realization. So it's like, okay, it's like if you've been dating and then you were watching a lot of love tarot videos, and then your relationship ended due to you getting negative information and then projecting that onto your relationship, and you're now in a new relationship, and then you're watching tarot videos, the same thing's going to happen again. Like, just because a person says somebody's cheating doesn't mean that they're cheating. Okay? It just means, one, that person probably doesn't know what they're talking about. Okay? Because thousands of people watch this and they're just creating chaos. Okay? Like, this is chaos. All right? This swiftness, the Eight of Wands, is clarity. It's truth. Sag is truth. Okay? So you need truth. You need facts. Okay? And the only reason I said that to you guys, because it's like, if you're not learning your lessons, I am getting that with the Eight of Wands, your future is going to become your past again until you learn this lesson. Okay? Until you let go. Okay? There's some sort of nostalgia. And I'm seeing the moon, so it has to do with emotions, hidden secrets, past life things. You're going to have to relive that out if you haven't learned the lesson. So that means that if you aren't sure what it is, it's always best to go to a counselor, a psychologist, to heal those issues. They can help you find those issues, okay? Nothing wrong with that. I feel like at work, you're going to be quite praised. You have the Ace of Pentacles here. You got an opportunity coming. I feel like you're moving up. Some of you might be getting certified in some manner, some sort of I feel like, I know it's an ace, which means a new start, but I feel like you have some sort of completion coming. But you also have an opportunity coming your way to make more money. Or for a job. I am seeing the past, so it could be like for some of you Virgos, there's an opportunity, like maybe what I said earlier was wrong about you not realizing something. For some of you, that could stand true, okay? But for others of you, it may be like a past job you have the opportunity to go back to again. And it's going to be your choice is what I'm getting. But the Lovers is a choice, okay? Some of you can have a choice over two lovers. That's if you're single. Okay, if you're watching this and you're with a partner, that doesn't include you. Okay, if you're watching this and you have a partner, then you have a choice to make in love about practically fixing it and applying things that are going to nurture it and help grow. You have a seed here and you're looking to make it flower. Okay, male or female. And that means with the Eight of Wands, that's Cupid's arrows. So it means that you have to send messages of love. Little sweet texts of like, I love you, I miss you, things that you like about the other person, or that was adorable, you did this, you know, like cooking dinner for your partner, date night. Okay, relationships are work. All right, if you have a job and you're at work and you're not doing your job, what's going to happen? Okay, you're going to get a talking to a few times and then you're probably going to get fired. Okay, so same thing would apply in a relationship. If you're in a relationship and you're not doing the work that's involved, well then obviously it's going to fall by the wayside. Okay, your reading is very serious. Okay, I feel like with friends, you have some sort of choice, even with friends, to let go, because they're no longer serving you. It's like you got to close the door to some old things that would have been toxic for you, or people that would have been toxic. So they could drink a lot. It's funny you said drink a lot because you have the Three of Cups, which is celebrations. Okay, but it is an overindulgence card. Okay, you have creativity, the Empress. I feel like you're going to be abundant in creativity. Okay, so maybe focus yourself there. But I feel like if you're dealing with love, you got to be creative on how you fix that. You really got to listen to your partner, things that they wanted to do. You got to make it happen. Maybe you have to be creative about that. Maybe they want to go to Italy. You can't afford to go to Italy, so you create Italy in your or Hawaii. Okay, so you create that inside your house. Be creative, make it fun. Okay, that's important. With friends, I feel like you have some choices to close the door on people that are toxic. So they would be drinkers or do drugs or something like that. They no longer serve you, so you need to remove that out of your life. The celebration card, there could be a reuniting with family. Okay, you could get good news from a family member. Some of you, and if you're in loving relationships, could get engaged. Okay, so maybe some of you are at a distance from your partner because long distance is associated with Mercury and Sag. Okay, and it's causing you anxiety, but it could be good for your relationship. You will come together. Okay, so you could get messages of love from a distance. I am seeing that. The celebration card is like gossip. So ensure you're not gossiping, you guys. That means like talking about your friends. Oh, this experience happened to my friend. Okay. And then you're not mentioning their name, but you're mentioning that it happened with a friend, because I feel like if that happens, your friend's going to hear about it. All right. And that's gossiping and saying rumors. All right. You don't want to get involved in that, where you could be hearing a lot from other people. You just need to be aware that you got to stay away from it. All right. It can be tempting to be drawn into it, but don't. Okay, you need to respect. That's the heater going on. You need to respect privacy. So that means if a friend confides in you, well, they're confiding in you, and you need to respect that and keep it to yourself and not anybody else. Okay. And if you're hearing other people give out information like that, then you want to stay away from them, right? Because you know character-wise what they're like. I do feel like you have celebrations. I'm seeing wine. So watch your drinking, okay? Some of you it's to do with health. You want to watch what you're eating, okay? You want to start looking after your sodium intake, your cholesterol intake. You want to watch things like that. So a lot of fried food might not be good for you. You kind of want to do everything in moderation. Okay, don't work too hard. Like, don't be putting in more hours than you have to. You need to give yourself some time to have fun. All right, a night with the girls, you know, to gab, martini night or something like that. It's okay if it's once in a while, but if it's all the time, you want to watch that. Okay, so when it comes to you, you guys, whether you're male or female, you're the Queen of Pentacles. You're practically applying things to yourself. You're very focused. Well, actually, I don't think you're so focused on yourself. I think you're very focused on other people, Virgo. Okay, and here's the thing. I had the Five of Cups earlier, and in order for you to give to them means you got to take from yourself. So you have to nurture yourself a little bit here. You got to apply what you're giving to others to yourself. Okay? With the Nine of Swords, I don't like this card. Personally, in this deck, it could be even you have a lot of death around you. So a lot of people are experiencing problems around you. It might not even be you, okay? But it's causing you anxiety somehow. You have anxiety. Something shocking is going to come to light. I do feel that with the sorrow. You may get offerings of people like giving you small, well, I don't know if it's small gifts, but like when you're out for dinner with them, they may pick up the tab, like or an inheritance. It could be from somebody that passed away, an inheritance. All right. Okay, I do feel like Virgos, okay, because of this card, if you're out and you're, male or female, and you're, you know, it is Scorpio season, so it's like dealing with sex and death, you know what I mean? And you're having fun. I see something shocking happening, so that can mean that you get pregnant. So you want to be very careful. Use protection, because I feel like if you get pregnant, you're not going to handle it well. For some of you guys, you might be trying to get pregnant. It is saying that it will happen for you then. Okay? So with this card, I'm getting like your communication style needs to be more emotional, okay? But you also may if your communication's not all that loving, it's very straightforward, blunt and direct, okay? But it's not loving, it would be due to some things that happened in the past and you feel like you can't express yourself openly. This is a very open, honest energy. So it means that in some manner you feel like you have to hide who you truly are or pretend to be somebody you're not in communication style. Okay? And you shouldn't feel like that. There's some sort of issue that happened in the past that you need to come to terms with. Okay, with the Ace of Pentacles, some of you guys could get an opportunity to move to a new location. Okay, it could even be at a distance. You had the Eight of Wands here. Or it's like your career. You could start a new career adventure, a new business, some sort of new opportunity. Okay, will come your way. Could be with a friend, a little part-time business. Or this could be moving. I feel like for some of you, it's a chance to go back to an old job, though, for some reason, is what I'm getting. I feel like in your career, you're going to be victorious. If it's something that you're starting yourself, I feel like there's going to be barriers, which is not a negative thing. It's just saying that with the Eight of Wands, it's going to take time, but keep a positive mindset. But just know that there are going to be hiccups and I don't want to say bad things, but negative things that may occur, but not to be discouraged. With the Lovers card, I feel like you have a lot of choices. Friends are really good for you right now. I do feel like you got to shut the door on a few friends. Okay, so some people that don't serve you anymore, shut the door on them. Okay, you have a lot of opportunity too here in romance. I feel like too. You know, like there may be somebody you're looking at. It could be a fire sign. I'm not sure. Again, it doesn't have to be fire. It could be somebody like a Scorpio, a Capricorn, or a Libra. Okay, it could be a Leo, Aries, or a Sag though. Those are the energies I'm getting. It could be a Gemini. Okay, somebody from the past, a Gemini from the past, and you may be looking at them like remembering. If it's been a long time, you guys, this person may be different, and their communication style might not be open with you because, well, they want you to like them, right? So they feel like they have to pretend to be somebody else. Or if it's you doing that, don't do that, you guys, because fakeness will be seen and felt. Okay, this is a truth card. All right. And that's just going to create a problem that doesn't need to be there. But this person may be trying to act like they're all cool, okay, because they like you, okay? And with the celebration card, which is a 3 of Cups, it's beside the Lovers. I do feel like you guys that are single are going to have a lot of choices, all right? Just protect yourself. You're going to be, okay, getting a lot of emotional offers, a lot of support is what I feel, because I'm seeing water, and water is very supportive. It's a great listener, okay? And I feel like, though, with your physical health, with the 3 of Cups here, be careful of overindulgence, because it might be very easy for you to gain 5 pounds, but it's going to take quite a bit for you to lose that. Okay, and if you're losing it, you want to do it in a healthy way. You don't want to do it in a quick fix that's not healthy for your body. You really want to ensure that you're eating grapes. Okay, like, is that really healthy? Because some people use the excuse that they're on the move, right? 8 of Wands, they're on the move. They got to go. You know, like, I don't have time to make breakfast, so that's why I go to McDonald's, or I don't have time to make coffee. That's why I buy coffee. Okay, it's bull. You can make your coffee the night before. A lot of machines have a time set thing on it, so you can just do that. Okay, grapes are really easy to take with you. You just throw them into like a container, and you can eat those while you're walking, while you're on the bus, while you're talking. Okay, like, if you don't have enough time on break to microwave stuff, grapes are really easy to eat when you're like to snack on. A healthy snack for you to bring with you. Okay, carrots, celery. Okay, you need proper nutrition in your body. There might be a few things that you're neglecting. Okay, and this is affecting your emotional stability is what I'm getting. Okay, I feel like it's really positive for you guys. The only thing I feel like that's negative is like outside influences screwing with your mind, or you putting too much pressure on yourselves, Virgo, to be perfect. Okay, and I'm going to use these little wisdom cards. Okay, we're just going to pull one. I feel like it's quite positive. The only thing I'm concerned about is rumors. You have a lot of options with your creativity, a lot of ways you can go. Just don't overindulge. Somebody else got this card too. Okay, this transformation. It says metamorphosis is at work in all your areas of your life. Notice your inner rhythms, witness changes, and celebrate completed cycles. Be patient as you unfold, knowing you must release the old to make room for the new. Remember that wisdom, experience, and connections must occur in their own time so change can happen. In divine timing, Butterfly will gracefully usher you in the change you have been longing for. All right? And it might happen fast, you guys. You might not like it. Just to warn you. All right, you guys? Hope you have a fabulous month. Hope this helped you out. And I will talk to you next month. Namaste. Ciao for now.